Go ahead. Folks, we're back. We're doing something totally different today. We're going to do our first gun review. I think I told everybody in an earlier episode I had to get a new carrier piece. Well, the reason for that was my Shield got absconded by my wife, so like most everybody that's a gun enthusiast, I wanted something a little new, something I hadn't had before. And I have never owned a Walther. Obviously, they're legendary. And this is one of their new polymer guns and not, you know, one of their earlier iconic guns. But I think, according to all the reviews, this is going to fill a lot of the needs that I have. And I want to tear right into it with you. So here we go. It does come with a hard plastic case. I know that's a big thing for some people. It is not for me because I don't ever intend to put it back in the box. We've got probably one of the most useless items in the gun world. We probably won't ever use that again unless it's to lock up a trailer around here to a tree. And we've got the star of the show. This is the Walther PPS M2. I guess it's their latest iteration of the PPS 9mm small carry piece. Does have cock and serrations both forward and back. I have heard people complain about the emblem being here, but I'm not a press check guy, so I don't really care. The cock and serrations are they are substantial, but they're not like cheese grater. The other most useless item in the gun world is this damn chamber flag. I'll never use that again either. I know some people are required to use them when they go to indoor ranges, but we do all our own range work here, and we're going to the range as soon as we get through reviewing this. Ergonomically, it feels good at this point. Everything's where it's supposed to be for a gun of this variety. It feels pretty good in the hand the way it's put together. This undercut allows my finger to get in there pretty deep. The one thing that I do notice right away is this texturing or stippling, such as it is very hard. You can actually hear my nail dragging on it, and there's no give in it whatsoever, and it does not provide any kind of tackiness for it, but it feels pretty good in my hand. Two items jump off the page as upgrades over typical guns in this variety, and that is it does ship with 3 magazines. Now this is the PPS M2 LE version. I'm sure that's supposed to stand for law enforcement, but anybody can buy it because obviously I'm anybody. The 3 mags are a 6, 7, and an 8 rounder. That's got a lot of value to me. Small gun like this, you know, you can definitely see yourself needing 1 or more magazines if you were in a situation that did not resolve itself quickly. You may have to switch magazines. I find it very comparable to my Shield. As far as size, it is a tiny bit longer. The gun feels better in my hand. The swell back here is more substantial, and I like that. I have big hands, and that actually fits pretty good. I got the beard here with me running the camera today, and he has suggested that perhaps a grip tape over the top of it will help some of that. It's not so bad, you know, in the summer or in the fall and spring, but in the winter when you're sweaty and in the winter when you're cold, I can definitely see some grip tape being an enhancement. Now, for my hands, the 6-round magazine, it leaves my pinky dangling, and that is not a good feeling for me. So I don't know how often I'll be carrying that. I can see it helping conceal as far as the length. You know, it wouldn't show up under a shirt, but that's a little bit of a problem with me. But we're gonna put it all back in the box now, and we're gonna head down on the range, and we'll see you down there. All right, folks, we're down here on the range, and we got the little gun laid out. And we did run, me and the Beard both, we run a couple rounds through it just to make sure that we didn't have any on film catastrophes, or in the immortal words of Johnny from Johnny's Reloading Bench, we didn't want to blow our face off. So we're gonna jump right into shooting it a little bit, see how we like it on camera, and we're gonna get all our PPE on here for all the safety stylists. We got our glasses on. We're gonna get some ears on. We are 10 yards away. That is roughly a 1-inch dot, 10 yards away. The gun's got less than 25 rounds through it. This is the 8-round magazine, and that's where we're gonna start. First round. We'll switch right-handed. The release is really easy to manipulate, and I like that. It did seem to shoot a little bit better right-handed than I do left-handed. For those of you that don't know, I shoot a lot left-handed, but that felt really comfortable right-handed. We're going to run the 7-round magazine. I do have enough grip on the gun, enough purchase that I can get my little finger on there. So we're going to try that and see what we think. Staying right-handed. Back to left-handed. Now, I told y'all I was no gun hand, but for a defensive gun, 3.2-inch barrel, 10 yards, 9-inch paper plate, I think I can get somebody off of me. We're going to switch up shooters here, and we're going to see how it runs in somebody else's hands.
You want to walk down there and check it out?
Yeah, let's go to see what we got. Out of the 2 magazines, looks like we had no clear misses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't see any that were off the paper, completely off the paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're all there somewhere. All right, we're back, and we got a real shooter. We're gonna see how we run now. Let's switch mags. Let's try that small magazine, Beard.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
See how it fits in your hand.
Yeah, for me it's still a little small. My hands aren't nearly as big as yours.
But your pinky hangs over. Let's see if you can control the gun with 2 fingers.
Not terrible. Not terrible.
I'm noticing that the muzzle flip is not bad.
No, it's a really light recoiling gun. I mean, overall, I'm impressed. Pretty smooth shooting. Smooth shooting piece.
We're going to switch over. Obviously, because of the nature of the channel, I'm really interested to see how reloads work in the gun. But hell, just to see how it did, let's walk down and see how a real shooter handles it. I guess y'all can see why he's my stand-in shooter, right? Not too bad for a hillbilly, I'd say. So we're going to switch over to some reloads, and we'll let you know what we think after that. So far, both of us have been really impressed. The gun recoils pretty lightly, especially for what it is, significantly lighter than the Shield that I have, or used to have. And it actually had a ported barrel, so there are some design features which I won't try to tear into in this gun that allegedly make it a softer shooting gun, and it certainly feels that way to me. Now, these are my reloads. It's important for me for a gun to be able to run my reloads. These are 124 grain full metal jacket round tip bullets that I got from Everglades. I talked about that earlier. They're sitting on top of 4.6 grains of unique powder. This is not a hot load, but I do want to see if the gun will work with it, because that's a part of the whole reason that I started reloading. So we're going to load up the big magazine again, and then I'll switch down and see what I think of a little short dog here and see if I can hold the gun in place for that. So here we go. We'll start off left-handed, and then we'll switch over. Switching to right. All right. I'm not unhappy with that at all. We're gonna try this little bitty dog, see if I can handle that. I will not say a bad word. Normally I probably would have exclaimed right there with a F-bomb, because I just pinched the shit out of my hand when I slammed that magazine home. But the little gun loads up real easy. The slide release is really, really easy to handle. So if somebody doesn't have a ton of hand strength, I can really see that being available, or something that would be of value to them. So let's go ahead and finish up right-handed with this little mag, because I am definitely hanging out in the like a set of dog balls over here with my little finger. Alright, folks. I can't be upset about that at all. We're gonna unload, make everything safe, and then we'll come right back. Well, Beard, I'm overly impressed with the little gun. $375 out the door is what I paid. I got that thing from Bud's. Quick delivery. I had no problems getting it to my FFL. They delivered it right on time, even despite all the crazy times. For somebody that's a self-professed average shooter at best, the gun handled well for me. I will put up a photograph later of the phosphorescent sights. They do seem to shine through. I'm sure that they do not have the brightness nor the longevity of a tritium sight, but the 3 magazines, the phosphorescent sights, all are upgrades from certainly a standard Shield. The gun recoils less in my hand than even my ported Shield. I'll be honest, the only thing that I see as a hold or a hold back on this gun as a negative is that very slick grip. But I'm going to come up with some ways maybe to mitigate that. I do have a Fox inside the waistband holster coming for it. If anybody would like to see that, we'll be glad to put that up. What were your first impressions, given the fact that we'd never shot this gun? I mean, it hadn't had a box of ammunition through it before we came down here today.
Yeah, I'm like I said earlier, man, I'm pretty impressed. You get a lot of gun, I think, for the price point. You know, like we were talking earlier, the trigger is really smooth for just, you know, out of the box trigger. You know, it's a great shooting gun. I like the sights. You know, it just seems to go where you point it. I would, like you said, like to see a little bit more texture on your grip, but I don't know. I'm impressed. I really like it. I'm gonna have to invest in one of these.
I'm gonna carry it for a while, and after we get maybe a 500, 1,000 rounds, if anybody's interested, we'll bring it back down here and we'll run it again and let everybody know. But if you had a good time, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, let us know. We'd love to do some more gun reviews. We've got several guns that we've considered running reviews on. Just drop us a comment. We'll do more gun reviews. We'll do some accuracy tests. I guess you'll know who's going to be the trigger hand. But thanks for hanging out with us. If you got time, reach down there and hit that subscribe button. Put a shout out to us. Thumbs up. Let us know we're doing something that you enjoy. And if you hang around, we'll see you on the next one.